event. My name is Carrie, and hang in with me just for a few minutes so I can share with you this inspiring story while I give you the details of the event. So we believe in the power of a positive community, and we're inviting you and your family to our party. We would love to have you help us. We want to radiate possibilities and defeat the darkness. Hang on, I want to tell you about my friend Donald. We need your help to get him around the track at 83 years old. 8 times. That's 2 miles. I really hope you're available. You don't have to walk the 2 miles. But if you're available, please join us for this power hour. We're looking forward to walking at length outside on the track. I'm going to tell you more about his story in a moment, but first, please know that we really do need your powerful energy. Before you say, oh, that sounds like such a great idea, how cool, and don't intend on showing up, and before you decide that you don't need to be there or you won't make a difference, I promise you that that is far from the truth. Let me explain. You really will make a difference. So whether you're the person who can only make it around 1 lap, or the person who is going to cheer from the sidelines, or you're the person walking alongside Donald or out in front of him, inspiring him to keep going, you all matter and we need you. And we're looking forward to having you there and having you help us. It's going to be so much fun. But here's why this is important. So as you know, life is a series of highs and lows. And at times it can feel like a beautiful journey. But at other times, it is hard. It can feel like it's long and dark and an arduous trek, not a journey. And for some, it seems too difficult. So you may be riding the highs and the lows, but some people get stuck. So maybe at this point, you've been riding the highs, enjoying your day, genuinely smiling, feeling peace in your heart. You're celebrating and achieving new goals and awards. Maybe you're gathering with your family and friends and traveling, but you're full of joy. You're full of happiness, hopefulness, and gratitude. Well, it would be really helpful to have you attend our event to share your smile and spread some of that positive energy. After all, energy transfers. But wait, maybe you're someone who is stuck in the lows, or you know someone who's stuck in the lows, but we all struggle. So maybe at the moment you're struggling with your health or your finances or your bills, your relationships, you're struggling with depression or loss or addiction. Maybe you haven't been feeling quite like yourself. You've been feeling sad or unable to really show up. So like you're there, you're present in your body, but your mind is somewhere else. Maybe you have good intentions, but you can't seem to get started. So like you talk yourself out of everything. Or you get set up with your appointment, but then you cancel. Or worse, you just don't show up. Maybe you're overwhelmed with emotions. You worried. You're fearful. You're full of fear. You're full of anger or embarrassed. Or maybe you're just a straight up empty vessel. I promise that we all need support, encouragement, and inspiration. And attending this event could be the experience that you need to shift your perspective just enough to change how you're feeling and get you moving again, give you that little spark. Listen, when Donald first showed up for his exercise class, it was a few months prior. His wife had just passed away. And imagine he's 82. So that's a long time. So you can see he was sad when he came in. I could see how sad he was. He looked it, but his coloring was off. He was very off balance and moving pretty slowly. But the cool thing is Donald told me, he said, well, I still have more life to live. And so he decided to exercise and he joined a group class. And I want to use Donald's story as an inspiration to all of us. So, for most people, mental illness doesn't just happen, not all, but it can start with a traumatic event, a loss. It could start with a mindset, a consistent unhealthy habits. There's multiple reasons, but if care isn't taken to work through the difficulties, like how we're thinking, feeling, behaving, it can be super destructive and it will escalate. And it could even develop into full blown physical and mental illness. So I'm so glad Donald reached out to get involved and work on his health. I mean, there were times that he's walking on the treadmill and I'd have to like hold him up, catch him with one arm and put him back in place. But he kept coming back because it feels good. Isolating at home, which is easy to do when you don't feel well, certainly wouldn't help him. Getting involved and surrounded by good company, now that's more helpful. And even when you think you don't want to be around people, the energy transfers. Sitting around, sleeping all day, not moving or interacting, it would be a sure way to take away from his overall health. So thankfully, Donald chooses to get active because activity is a sure way to help himself. He has been faithfully attending his group class 2 times a week for weeks, months, years. He attends church weekly and he looks forward to interactions and conversations with good people. Here it is. Are you ready? This is it, the inspiring part. Well, if that wasn't inspiring enough, months go by, and one day I walk into the room, and Donald is on the treadmill, absolutely pumping it like so fast. He was moving his arms, and he was going so. It was incredible. But I was like, oh my goodness, oh boy, I hope he has that safety strap on. But he was in control. And I try not to interrupt him when he's on the treadmill because he's had this habit of looking around. And of course, that throws you off balance. So I waited patiently. But when he finished, he came over to me beaming with pride. He told me, oh, I just finished a mile. And he was thrilled at the speed that he walked with as well. It was in that moment that it hit me, a different kind of feeling. I never realized that he had set this as a goal for himself. It was really quite inspiring. We all should be setting little goals. And just watching Donald, it hit different. I wanted to show him that he was capable of even more. So here's what I've been learning. It's apparent to me the power of showing up and working on yourself. It builds self-worth. It builds self-esteem. It creates hope and happiness. It fills you with joy and improves your health. It's also apparent to me the power of a healthy, supportive environment. Showing up and feeling safe to be who you are as you work on improving your situation, it's powerful. It's apparent to me that making a difference, like making a difference in someone's day, how it changes their overall well-being or their overall health and your own. When gathered together in small groups or in large communities, positive communities, even when you're personally dealing with difficulties, you are radiating light from within. Your energy is being exchanged. So even when it feels like you can't possibly be making an impact, when it feels like your light is nothing more than a little flicker, you're hanging in there. Others still feel your light. They don't know what you're thinking. And when you show up, you are radiating possibilities. You're radiating hope, purpose, energy for others. And when you show up, you will be inspired by the people around you. So this stuff, it goes under the radar. It's not like it's said or acknowledged. We don't realize it's happening. We're just having a good time or we're just working. But it does happen. And I witness the power of people every day. I'm asking you, please come join us at the Palmerton High School track on June 8th. Just 60 minutes of your time to support Donald as he completes his new achievement. He didn't even know this was possible, but he's going to do it. It starts at 9 a.m. and we will begin gathering at 8:30. We'll warm up and we'll chat and we'll prepare for the epic walk. Remember, you don't have to walk. You can just cheer from the sidelines. Donald can't ever remember walking on the rubber track, and he is prepared to walk 2 miles. So I believe that he will inspire you just as much as you will inspire him. And remember, this is absolutely not a race. It's an opportunity for a little activity in a healthy, happy, supportive environment. Because when you move, you feel better. And when you feel better, you do more. And when you do more, you grow. So whether you need a little support or you have some to offer, please join us. It's guaranteed you will start your day with happiness in your heart. I'm really looking forward to seeing you. Please come join us. See you there.